Hi friends, this is Vijita. Welcome to my channel once again. Today in this session, I'll show you a very important topic, that is the substitution. And please note, it is a very important topic being asked in any interview. So first of all, let us understand in a very simpler language what is substitution and what is the meaning of the same. Substitution is when we enter a value in a particular field based on some rule specified in our SAP system as we do the configuration based on our business requirement. So that is the substitution. Now what is the meaning of the same? Say, let me go to a transactional screen FB70, say for an example. In this transaction we do post the customer invoice, we all know, and while posting a customer invoice there are many fields given in SAP. Some of them are mandatory, some of them are optional. So say reference or text, say reference. So when we post FB70, say for an example, we do put some value in the reference field, but this value, if this value is already known, I mean if this value is already known beforehand, that what will be entered here, then we can maintain that value in a substitution, and whenever this data gets posted, the same value gets updated as well. So that's the functionality of substitution. Now what kind of value it can be? It can be any hard-coded value, any constant value that you give in SAP, or it may be based on some other fields. Say once we post our customer invoice, we want the posting date to be updated in the reference field. That may happen. Generally, once a business run their system against each and every field, what value they provide, those have some meaning, those have some inner meaning. I mean they want to link some of the fields with some other fields. Say if they want this reference field to be updated as invoice date or posting date, then we can maintain the same. We can maintain the same by using the substitution rule instead of putting the value every time manually. So that will stop our manual intervention. That may happen. So I have just given the example of posting date. Now this can happen. Anything can happen. Like in the reference field, they can put posting date, they can put invoice date, they can put the customer number, whatever it be, and whichever may be the value. If you the main intention, the main point is, if you know the value beforehand, and if the value is always the same, then you always can maintain the same in a substitution rule instead of doing the same every time manually. So that will stop your manual intervention, and that will make the that will stop you from doing any mistakes in the system, because when you are doing the same manually, then there can be a chance of having anything missed. So you can stop the same by using the substitution rule. Now let us go to the substitution rule straight away. GGB1 is the transaction where we maintain the substitution rule. So I am in GGB1 transaction. There I have to go inside the financial accounting, then the document header, then I'll be creating my own substitution rule. Now I have clicked on the document header. Now I'll be just pressing the substitution button. Here I'll be creating my own substitution rule. So the name, say I'm putting the description as reference FB70. Now clicking on the step. Now I want the reference field to be substituted. See, there are many fields given. As I have clicked on the header item, means I want some of the fields in the header item to be substituted, and the reference field belongs to the header data only. all the data has come up belonging to the BKPF table, and where the BKPF itself belongs to the header data. So that's fine. Now coming down, I'll be choosing the reference field. Yes, the reference field is here. The reference field is chosen. Now I'm clicking on the continue button. I'll do some field mapping, field assignment. This button needs to be chosen, and if you press the constant value, then your constant value will be updated every time. Constant value means the hard coded one. Now I want the field assignment, means I'll assign some field against the reference. Fine. Now reference substitution, I am giving the description, going to the prerequisite. Here I'll be providing my rule. So I am going inside the document header. Now if my company code is ABC, let me choose my company code. Yes, company code, double clicking on the same. No, wait, I have clicked on some wrong data, deleting this one. Yes, I have to click on the company code. Yes, company code. If company code equals to ABC, our company ABC, clicking on the constant ABC. If our company is equal to ABC, and if the document type is DR, document type DR means customer invoice, that is the FB70, clicking on the constant value DR. Then my reference field would be updated as, now I am going to the substitution. Yes, reference. Now if my company code is ABC and document type is DR, then my reference field would be as posting date given. Fine. Now just going to the step once again in order to check whether everything is fine or not. No, it is not allowing me. Okay, let me save it. It will be saved. Yes, it is saved. Now going to the prerequisite. No, it is why it is not allowing me. Let me go to the GGB one once again. It is saved. Now going to financial accounting, document header. This was my substitution. This one. Yes, if yes, everything has been popped up here. If BKPF Bookers means company code is ABC, then document type is DR, then reference would be updated as BKPF Budat, means reference would be updated as the posting date. Now going to activate the substitution. OBBH is the transaction wherein we can activate the same. Clicking on the new entry. Company code is ABC. Call point, let me choose here. Mine is belonging to the document header. Clicked on the same. I have to pick up my substitution, just which I just have defined, that is this one, ref FB70. Now action level would be active, activation level would be active. Yes, active, chosen. Okay, so let me save it. An entry already. Okay, I think I already have lost. Yes, I think I already, yes, my company code ABC is already there. Here I have to provide my substitution. This one is my substitution. Okay, I have given my substitution here, and this one is also in active status. Now let me save it. Yes, saved. Fine. So now I'll be going to the FB70 once again, and I'll be showing you how the substitution is working. It should be working. Now going to FB70. Company code is ABC. Document type is DR. Posting date has automatically popped up as current date. Now I'll be putting the invoice date. Let me give some invoice date, say 23rd of December 2020. Let me put a customer number, then amount, then I'm giving a GL number, amount needs to be given, cost center given. Fine. Now just pressing the enter. I think all the mandatory fields are given now. Now see, I have not given any reference field here. Why? The reason being, as per the substitution rule maintained, system should fetch the reference value as the posting date given. System should fetch this date automatically. So I am not giving any reference field value here. Just pressing enter. See, reference field has automatically popped up based on the posting date. So posting date was 25th of December 2020. Now the same has been come up here, 2020 12, that is December 25th. Absolutely fine. So substitution is working as expected. So going to simulate. Fine. Now just coming back, doing some experiment. As the reference has been popped up correctly, let me delete it and let us see what happens. Let me delete it. I have deleted. Now let me just press enter. Again it has popped up. Means system will never ever post any document without having the reference field updated. Even if I delete it manually, then also system will fetch again the data maintained in the rule. So that's the concept, that's the functionality. Now just saving it. One document would be posted and I'll go to the document display and I'll show you that the reference has been updated correctly in real time. So it is taking a bit time to post this document. Here document number, document company code, fiscal year. See, reference document. Yes, reference document is populated here, wherein the posting date is been displayed here. Posting date was this, given manually, and accordingly system has picked up the reference field as per the posting date given in the system as defined in the rule in the substitution. Document got posted. 508 is the document number. Now let us display the document. Going to display the document. Display. System is taking a bit time to update because 508 has got posted, but system is not showing us as I think the table has not been updated yet. Sometimes it happens. /nfb03. Now this time system has taken, this time it got updated. Sometimes it happens as this is the IDS system. Sometimes it happens that the document gets posted, but in the background table does not get updated within the same time. It takes a few seconds to update the same in the table level. So it is being displayed, however system is a bit slow. So once it will be displayed, you can see that reference field has got updated as per the posting date as maintained in the substitution. So that's the functionality of substitution, and that's how you can substitute as per your own requirement. Likewise you can do many substitution, even for as I did that for this particular company code and this particular document type, this should be the substitution rule. And if the document type is different, say it is the customer document type, that's why DR. If the document type is different, means if it is vendor invoice, then the document type would be KR, and you can substitute in your own way as per your business requirement. So now document is being displayed, and see the reference field is being displayed here as per the posting date. So that has been worked correctly as expected. So it is a very common question being asked in any interview. So you can go through this video well, and you can carefully watch this video, and you can do the same mapping in your own system, so that you can answer all the queries raised by the interviewer. So I hope this much is clear to you. If it is not, then please put your comments in the comment section. I will surely try to answer all of your queries, and I'll come up with some more important video in next few days. Till then, keep watching the channel, and if you have liked the video, then please like and subscribe the channel. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.